Hi, I'm Maureen McGuigan. I have Rusty and David, who you normally see out on assignment, so I'm really happy to be filling in for them. Sometimes I'm on the other side of the chairs, but it's a real pleasure and honor to be here today talking about one of the great events in our community that's been going on for several years and really is, sometimes the weather around here is a little depressing in northeastern PA, but this festival really celebrates that and all the beautiful things about winter. So I'm excited. We have Janice Bavacqua here from the Clark Summit Ice Festival, which is going on over President's Day weekend, to tell us about that event. So for our viewers who might not know of this, do you want to just give us a little background or kind of an overview of what they can find?
Sure. The festival runs every year, President's Day weekend. It starts off Friday evening with a parade, and then all day Saturday and Sunday, you could go around town and look at the ice sculptures. We have 62 of them this year, and a bunch of them will be live, and the live ones are Friday and Saturday. Along with those this year, we have a Comic-Con that'll be held at the elementary school, and we also have an ice carving competition on Sunday afternoon.
So that's really great to see these artists come. So the live, is this something new you've added this year where people can watch the sculptures being made?
That they actually do every year.
They do that every year?
They do.
I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That they do every year. It's normally the same. The presenting sponsor, which is Kim Pollock this year, and they normally get a live one, and then there's normally at least, I'd say, 8 other live ones that you could go.
Oh, that's neat. And then 62 total.
Correct.
I think we have a picture here, if you haven't been there. This is pretty cool. It is just amazing what some of these artists are able to do with ice. Something that I would never be able to do this. I should mention that my other hat that I wear is with the Arts and Culture Department, and we're actually really happy to be a funder of this event. It's very popular and well run, and there's lots to do, and they support a lot of other artists. So we also have a picture here of. There's also a lot of music, right? Mm-hmm. And can you tell us a little bit about maybe some of the music people
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have music at different locations, and that's all on the tablet, or the tab that'll go out in the paper, or you could go out to Abington Business and Professional Association on Facebook or online. They'll have the whole list of events there.
So a lot of the businesses get involved, and so people can wander in and out of some of those lovely shops.
Absolutely, and that's what we're trying to do, bring people to Clark Summit and show them how beautiful it is and how much we have to offer.
Yeah, so what are some of the other things they can find? Will businesses have sales or other events going on
absolutely,
inside?
Yep. A lot of people do a lot of different things. McDonald's, for example, this is the first year they're having a little thing for the kids one afternoon. We have face painting. It's just amazing all the people that jump out and just jump on board. And it's such a great theme this year, Ice Wars.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves that.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that now. Ice Wars is the theme.
Ice Wars is the theme, and this is the Comic-Con that's going to go on Saturday and Sunday. And they actually did a print for us. Ice Wars works in conjunction. I can't say with Star Wars, but that's our theme. So they did a print. We actually had a Comic-Con artist do the print for us, and we're going to be selling them up there. They're specific to our event.
That's great.
And the artist will be there to sign
them. That's a nice treat. And people dress up, or you have the
people dress up. I think I'm going to be Princess Leia.
Oh, that's great.
So they are going to have some judging and things like that at the Comic-Con. Best costumes. And,
that's really fun.
And some panels where you can ask some questions and things.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And where do they take place then?
They're all at the elementary school.
Oh, they are
yep. And that's on Grove Street.
On Grove Street, yeah. We'll mention this again, but where can people find out more information if they would like to? If
they go online, we have it on the Abington Business and Professional Association as well as Facebook.
So you have a Facebook page. Mm-hmm. And I think you were saying it kicks off with a parade, right?
Is that Friday night? Parade, yeah.
And what's that like?
We started the the kickoff for the festival in conjunction with the library, and they had a Star Wars bingo to get all the kids up there, and I think they had over 100 kids there, and trying to get them to dress up for the parade. So hopefully we'll get a lot of children dressed in costume, as well as adults.
Going with the theme.
Going with the theme, yep, absolutely.
And how far does it start? Where did you say it starts?
It starts at the same place, that school that I mentioned on Grove Street. It walks down through and up Main Street to the Gathering Place, the old fire station.
Yeah, do you want to, that is kind of a neat thing. Maybe some of our viewers don't know what that is. Can you talk a little bit about what the Gathering Place
Absolutely,
is?
Yep. I think it's probably already 5 or 6 years ago, a couple of local people said, "Hey, let's turn this into something that the community could use." So through fundraising and a lot of hard work and dedication, they actually opened about a year ago. So it's a place where you could take cooking classes, dance classes. They actually help. They just finished their kitchen, so they have kids with disabilities that go in and help cook and learn how to wait tables and things. So very nice social community place.
And they'll have activities.
Oh, absolutely. We'll have lots of activities in there. We have the Lions Club in there. And that's the nice part. Everybody comes together and works together and just shares their space, and it just...
Is First Presbyterian Church still involved? Were they ever a venue?
I think they have ice, if I'm not mistaken.
They have ice. I just saw, that's another group that we fund for our concert series, so I know Bill Carter, and I think I saw him in the music picture.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm hearing, and one of the things we love about this event is it is a real community spirit. So. Yeah. I know these things sometimes take a long time to prepare. How's the process? Do you meet all year and select the theme?
We meet all year. It doesn't ever end. About 2 weeks after the festival, I have a wrap-up, and then we'll work on the next theme within a month of that and start all over again.
Yeah, it's. How long have you been involved now?
I've been on the ABPA board for probably 7 years, so probably that long.
Wow, that's great.
A new thing that we added last year, we had Darlene Millis. She's actually an artist from Clark Summit, and we found her last year, and it was such a great find. She did probably about 20 windows last year, and she worked with the high school students from Abington. They just all hit town and painted all the windows. It was fabulous. This year, she has some Abington Heights, and she has some kids from Summit College that are helping her.
Oh.
So they go out every weekend, and they started with the library, and they've just been working their way through town. And I think there's going to be over 30 or 40 windows done this year.
Wow.
And
so in addition to
they're gorgeous.
ice sculptures, that's a really nice way to involve young people, and again, going back to that idea of the community spirit. Right. So with all the number of ice sculptures, what street? So it's it's on Main Street there, or State Street, and then Depot. Does it go around?
It goes Depot, and it goes out as far as Johnson Colley, which is up on Route 6. They have their windows painted. They're beautiful too. But she puts a sculpture up there, so it does go. If you could have it up at your business, or you could have it in town. It depends on what you want. So it's pretty much up to the business themselves where they would like to have it.
And how many people do you usually see? Can you estimate?
You know what?
It depends.
It's so hard. I know they said like at the Renaissance they had over 10,000 people. Last year we had a great theme that was Harry Potter.
Oh.
And it never stopped. I think I don't even know how we did it.
That's really
But they were
interesting.
so packed. The streets were so packed.
That's great to hear.
So we're hoping with the number of additional ice sculptures and everything this year, a lot more businesses bought in and wanted to be a part of it, so I'm hoping for even more this year.
Is it hard? Does the committee get into for picking the theme? I know, it kind of works.
Yeah, it does.
I think that would be hard.
It's not too bad. This one last year, because it was the 15th anniversary, we wanted to have something really special.
Wow, that's right. Yeah.
So that's why we picked that, and it's working out very well for us. So, yeah.
Yeah, and again, if people want to, so they don't forget, it's at the Facebook. You have a Facebook page and a website.
Absolutely.
And what's your favorite? Oh, go ahead.
We have a scavenger hunt as well. We have some great. We actually, Mark, who's from Sculptured Ice, actually freezes things in some of the statues, and you could go around and pick up a list, and you go and you put where they're all located in the different zones, and you can win some great prizes.
Oh, that's a nice. People love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It really engages the public.
Yeah.
And what are the times again? So it kicks off Friday, the parade.
And the parade is at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then afterwards we go to the gathering place and have a little party there, I should say.
Nice.
And before that, they have face painting and storytelling and all that at the gathering place. So that's the main hub really that day. And then Saturday and Sunday, it goes all day. I mean, depending on when he starts carving.
Does it kick off at what time does it kick off? 12?
It doesn't.
Oh,
you can do it whenever, because it's on the street, so you can walk whenever you want. If you want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning,
oh,
and
right,
run
because
through
you can
Clark
see
Summit,
that they're
can.
already there. It's kind of like living exhibit.
Yeah. Now the Comic-Con does have scheduled times. It's 10 to 6 on Saturday and 11 to 4 on Sunday.
And this is what you were talking about with the costumes.
Right.
And
Yeah, and the artists. I think there's going to be a lot of great people there.
Yeah. Have you heard about what other costumes people are planning? You said you're going as Princess Leia.
I know I went to Taney's and we got Darth Vader, so
Oh,
we'll have him
yeah,
there.
you need that.
And we have two, Laura's going to kill me, 501st and The Good and the Bad Guys are coming on Saturday from 1 to 3. So they'll be in town.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep, and
So
they're actually the stormtroopers, and they'll
Yeah.
so that'll be really
People
neat.
love
And
that.
people actually go out and do this. They don't charge you; they just come because they love it
They
so
love,
much.
they're
Yeah.
passionate about it. Well, what a good,
So-
and all of the sculptures, do they reflect the theme? Or
Yes,
yeah,
every
so
one of them.
that's,
Yep.
Can you
Yeah.
give us a sneak, are there
Absolutely.
any? Yeah.
I know ours at the bank where I work is Chewbacca, so we're,
Oh,
and that's a
yeah.
live carving, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That would be hard, I would think.
Yeah. But of course we have Yoda, Princess Leia. Yoda will be at Oliver Price and Rhodes. Stormtrooper is going to be at Classic Properties.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have some like ones that are interactive as well.
Oh, really? How does
So
that's interesting.
There's one here. I'm trying. It's going to be at the Convenient Food Mart, just outside town. There, it's a new building they did, and it's actually going to be where you can stick your face in, and there's going to be a lightsaber coming out of it.
Oh
We don't
my
know.
gosh.
They were going to see if they could light up the lightsaber or actually use one. So we didn't have that ironed out yet. It's still 2 weeks away, but it's going to be, and you can put your face in and get a picture taken with it. So I think that's
so
going to be
creative.
Yeah. Oh, he is so great.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You mentioned some of the children's activities, but there'll be, what are some of the, you said face painting.
Face
and
painting,
some-
storytelling.
storytelling.
The library does some things
yeah.
up there. McDonald's is doing more children's things. This theme is so great because it's so generational. Like there's another Star Wars movie coming out, but our friends that live out of state, they're coming in for it because they're Star Wars. They just love Star Wars, so they're going to come in
my
for
brother's
it.
a huge fan. I'll have to
Is
tell
he?
him. Yeah, we grew up, we'd watch them all the
Yeah.
time, but he's like, he still rewatches them. and
Well,
all
we go to the movies with them since we're the last few we've seen, and I started watching the early ones again because I had to familiarize myself with them again. So you learn a lot. You learn a lot.
Yeah, so what's your favorite thing about this event?
My favorite thing, I love the people in town. When I go Saturday morning and we start off and we're setting everything up, and then by noon it's so crazy. We're running new maps here and something there, and everybody's calling because they need something or somebody needs help. So it's just so much energy in town.
Yeah,
I
that's a
love
good
that,
way
yeah.
of putting it. And I know, did I hear you right? It's 15. It's been going on a long time. How many-
15th anniversary,
Wow.
yes. Yep. The new thing, the ice carving this year, I think is going to be really neat. Sculptured Ice Works is running that for us. And that's going to be in the Citizens Bank parking lot on the corner.
Oh, right. Good.
And we're going to have, I think it's ironed out 2 different categories. One is going to be a celebrity one, and then we're going to have
Oh.
a professional. So I think we're going to do 2 different kind
Oh,
of
you mean, what do you mean by like the?
So we're going to ask local celebrities to come in and learn how to carve
Oh my God.
ice with a professional next to them.
Oh, that's a
So
neat.
they're gonna
I
walk
like
them through.
that,
Yeah.
so that people can come and watch
Yep.
that. It's a little different take on the celebrity bartending. That
Absolutely.
some people
Exactly.
Do.
Yep.
And I don't, I'm always curious because, as I mentioned, like through my department, we fund a lot of projects,
Mm-hmm.
but. Sometimes the winters, it's great to have an amazing winter event like this. Do you remember maybe how that started, or have you heard like sort of the mythology of how,
I know, I've heard that
like
story.
why a winter event? Because it's so different. It's just
And I
great.
think Barry was the big start of that.
For those who don't know,
Barry Kaplan was the owner of Everything Natural, and he actually started along with 2 women, and their names escape me, but they started the event, and it just kind of evolved over the years.
And have you seen more sponsorships and resources come as it's grown?
Absolutely,
Like the community has really
Yes.
embraced it. Yeah. Yeah, it's great, and I know it's many people go. It's for everybody. So a lot of people come who don't necessarily live in the community, but they
absolutely.
really look forward to.
Yeah, our winners for the Scavenger Hunt, it's amazing where because you read all the entries and everything.
Where
Wow,
they're
they came from here. So that's a little.
That's good collection, data collection too, to see where people are coming from. And food, do people encourage to go to the restaurants, or is there other food?
Absolutely, we don't like to bring in outside vendors or anything because that's what it's about. It's about bringing people to Clark Summit. We are going to have 2 food trucks up at the Comic-Con though.
Okay.
Just for the, well, not just for the vendors, but we have to be able to make sure the vendors can eat.
Sure, that's important.
Yeah,
right.
so we had to worry about that. So we will have 2 food trucks up there. So we're excited about that, and it'll be something new as well.
There's a lot of great restaurants though. There's
yeah.
Nick's, there's State Street. I know I'm not
Absolutely.
going to remember them all,
Yep,
but
there's
yeah.
Nick's at State Street, Duffy's Coffee House.
Oh right,
There's just so many
my
places to go.
colleague loves is it the Sunrise
Oh,
Diner?
Sunrise
Yeah.
Cafe. Yes.
Yeah,
Sunrise Cafe. Yep.
I think that's what's so special about that area. It does have a really great Main Street
Mm-hmm.
feel, and it's cozy, it's walkable, and I think that's what people like too, that you could spend the day kind of
Mm-hmm.
strolling around. Do you do anything with there's that little park too, is it?
Well, actually, the Boy Scouts
The
are going to be in
depot.
there this year. I
Oh.
think they're doing roasting of marshmallows
Oh,
with
I love
the
that.
anybody that can stop by.
That's
Yep,
great.
that is neat.
People love that. We had a winter market for the county, and we had s'mores, so it was such a big hit. I think
Yeah.
people again, it's got that sort of. I like that it's the sort of modern with the Star Wars, but it has that old-fashioned
Right.
feel of
Yep.
an event.
And we have a couple warming stations.
yeah.
Gathering Place will be one, and the other one will
What
be.
does that mean? People can just kind of
They could go in there, warm up, get a lot of information,
Right.
Get a cup of hot cocoa
Oh,
for
that's
free,
good.
and convenient food mart, the one that I said,
Oh, right, it has
Mark
the-
opened his doors and he's going to give out free cocoa and coffee.
That's nice
that
because
is
you never
nice.
know if it's really cold.
If it's really cold, you can
it's-
stop,
Well,
get
which you're
warmed up a
probably
little.
hoping for.
We are
you know?
absolutely hoping for cold.
Yeah, you've probably over the years had to deal with a lot of different types of weather.
Yeah.
So
Last year they were so beautiful, and Saturday was so nice, and Sunday warmed up, and so then they all started melting, but we got a day and a half out of them.
I know northeastern PA, it's beautiful, but when you're having events, it's like you're always kind of struggling with that. So in this case, we actually want the cold, kind of gray
Yes,
weather to
yes.
sort of. Well, this has been great. Can we just talk again? Facebook page.
ABPA, Abington Business and Professional Association, Facebook.
Well, I did want to ask you about that because that's an organization that runs it and has really come together. That's with all the volunteers. And
Yep, absolutely, yeah. We work again, we have a board of directors, and then we have all the businesses that belong, and we ask them all the time for donations and for physical labor to help us out, and so to do the Comic-Con and things like that,
Right.
we'll reach out to them and say, who can work here? Carriage rides too, through town, I forgot about that.
Everybody loves that.
Friday night, we have the town, or the county trolley.
Oh,
that
good,
drives around.
yeah, that'll
Yep.
be a-
So that's Friday night. Saturday and Sunday we have the horse buggy, so they could do that too. I forgot about that. So
Well, there's so much going on. I
There
think
is.
people will have a great time. They can actually come up for the whole weekend and experience something different every day. And then, like you said, they can just come up early in the morning if they want and see the sculptures that are out, and hopefully have breakfast at one of the the
good,
establishments.
great places. Yep.
So yeah, it seems like it's going to be a wonderful weekend. It's like I said, one of our long-standing county events that we love to support and let the public know about. So we hope that all of our viewers will check it out. It's President's Day weekend. Kicks off with a parade that evening. Lots of fun stuff, a Comic-Con contest, live sculptures, a scavenger hunt, plenty of great restaurants to visit, music. Another great art form, kids activities. So we want to thank Janice for coming in and talking about the event. And again, as she said, there's a Facebook page and was it a website, the Abington
Abington Business and Professional Association.
You can get more information. So bundle up and come out and check out the Clark Summit Ice Festival. And I was so grateful and honored to host today, and next time David and Rusty will be back. So thank you for watching ECTV Live, and thank you, Mark.